The Harris County District Attorney changed the rules when she took office. Instead of throwing a book at people arrested with a small amount of marijuana, they can go into a diversion program to avoid jail time. Investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes with how the program is working.
So everybody in here is for the marijuana diversion class, right?
It's a Monday night and 16 people have gathered downtown for a class at the Harris County Jail Annex.
Believe it or not, all of you guys know how to make good choices.
Do you have an official Texas ID on you?
They all have one thing in common. In the last 90 days, an officer caught them with marijuana.
This class is not a substance abuse treatment class.
They were given a choice, be arrested or take a 4-hour class.
Ms. Zena Martinez.
27-year-old Zena Martinez says she was pulled over in January. She had just landed a job with the state.
I was very excited, so celebrate, like what's wrong with smoking a little weed?
2 years ago, that would have meant at least 4 days in jail and thousands of dollars in fines. Even worse, your career could really take a hit.
Whenever there's a tough decisions in their lives.
But the Harris County Misdemeanor Marijuana Diversion Program is giving people like Martinez a chance to start over.
I actually was very scared because I thought I was going to jail.
Here's how the program works. If you get pulled over with 4 ounces or less of weed, you get cited. The cop confiscates the contraband and you pay $150 to take this class. You leave with nothing on your record.
The evidence shows us
Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg campaigned on the concept 2 years ago and won.
We see an increase in property crimes, and so we want to use the tax dollars that are part of the criminal justice system to get at the people who are dangerous.
And where are you living at right now?
She saw it as a way to discipline low-level nonviolent offenders and save cops time so that they could focus on chasing dangerous criminals. It is also supposed to cut costs to you, the taxpayer.
The stats that preceded our implementation of this program were ridiculous.
Ogg says before her time in office, roughly 10,000 people each year were being prosecuted for misdemeanor marijuana. The cost, $28 million a year. Her program allows prosecutors to focus on violent crimes.
I think that we all agree that we need to be safe, and we need to be safe from people who really are dangerous. And generally speaking, that's not who we see in possession of small amounts of marijuana.
How do you ultimately measure the success of this program?
We measure it in terms of how many people comply, how many people return to the system, which is called recidivism, and whether there's been any significant impact on the crime rate.
In the 2 years since it launched, nearly 8,000 people completed the program. 540 did not. That's a 75% success rate. In the first year of the program, the number of people prosecuted dropped from 7,500 to nearly 3,000. That's roughly 4,500 people diverted. Ogg says that translates into $18 million in savings for the DA's office.
There's something that we have to sacrifice.
It is saving the offender, too, from a possible lifetime of letdowns that often come with a criminal record.
I'm just now beginning to build my life. I just recently got a townhome. So going to jail, I would have lost everything.